Hi, Congressman.
Hi.
Cheryl Bowers,
Hi, Cheryl.
City Council Member in Blanding. Thank you so much for coming here. Thanks for everybody for their comments. A lot of I have a whole list of questions, and a lot of them have to do with the Bears Ears, they do. But, you know, one thing that gravely concerns me is that you can see that our county is so divided. I mean, if you go to Blanding, you're going to get a whole different set of responses than when you get here in Bluff. If you go to the Navajo Nation, you know, different parts of the Navajo Nation, you're going to get different responses than in others. And maybe that's how every county is. I don't know, but it feels like we're so divided. And I'm very concerned that if we don't do what you said and come together to address this, we're going to be having the same issue forever. We're going to have a Democratic president that's going to come in and expand it, and a Republican president that's going to reduce it.
I agree.
So we need to come together and not just support a bill that expands it back to 1.9 million acres, but come together and work on this so that we are having discussions about it and we're meeting about it. And that's just a comment. I don't support an increase to the monument. The one part we don't talk about is these lands are already protected. There's about 12 protections on these lands already. I want to see them protected. I love these lands, lived in San Juan County forever.
So would you agree with me, and because you're representing kind of Blanding tonight, and you're right to articulate that they see, I mean, if we're going to stereotype people, excuse me for doing that, but if we're going to stereotype, a lot of the resistance is coming from Blanding. Is that a fair statement?
Blanding, Monticello, yes.
Do you know anybody that doesn't want to protect the land?
Absolutely not.
And I do think that's so important for us to realize. And the question truly is, how do we protect it?
Right.
Who gets to make the decisions? How do we allow for the other uses? Those are the questions that I do think we need to spend time together on. And I think if we can answer those questions, then the acreage will come from that answer.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Well, including protecting, you know, the antiquities and the uses of the indigenous people and the Native Americans, and I think that is incredibly important too. We all do. But I don't want to go through this for the next 25 years, not knowing what our county is going to be and what it's going to look like, or have any management of a monument, because President Trump is the one who created a commission so that people could manage this monument from this area. And we need that commission to work. I do have a question. I'm so sorry. I just wanted you to know.
He's coming for the mic. You better
That
hurry.
I want to see this supported. So my question is, there is a Representative Bishop has a bill to remove Utah from the Antiquities Act, similar to Alaska and Wyoming, so that they can't do this. Do you support that?
I've co-sponsored the bill.
You co-sponsored it.
Yeah.
Do you support HR 871, which is to increase the monument to 1.9 million acres?
So let me just, I don't know how to answer that question. I don't want this to be a discussion about acreage. I want this to be a discussion about how do we resolve this. And out of that will come the right amount of acreage. That's my goal. And I did mention, it's really unfortunate the way this bill got introduced. Literally, I was my consultant. And I would have told them that I think you're pouring salt in a wound, and let's have the discussion before we put the bill in. I learned that myself. My bill went in too early. I poured a bunch of salt myself into people's wounds right after the announcement. I'll be the first.
Bill, the one to remove Utah from that?
No. Right after the President Trump's rescission, I put a bill in that would it would have kept his boundaries, but it put a minimal withdrawal in over the 1.35 million. And I don't want to get too into the weeds, but that was my solution. I get it. It needs lots of work too, right? Because it also didn't have the consensus that I'm arguing for.
Next question.
Yes.
Politically